Do you feel like you've never got enough time to declutter and organise? You might have more time than normal at the moment, you might have less time than normal at the moment, but for sure, time can be a massive barrier to getting decluttered and organised. And it came up recently on the private Facebook group of my Declutter Club. And one of the members posted some insights, some amazing insights that she's had around time while she's been a member of the club. And they were so incredible that I have decided to share them with you here. It was one of those moments when what I love best when I'm working with people is when they get the insights that I want them to get for themselves rather than me telling them. And this was one of those examples where she just said loads and loads of stuff about time that had me going, yes, yes, this, yes, yes, that, you know. So I want to share them with you now. Now, I'm not going to name the Declutter Club member because help to yourself and get the well-deserved, and we'll give you a big thumbs up for that. Okay, I've got notes because there was a lot of it. Okay, they're so helpful. I just really wanted to share them with you. So the first thing was she acknowledged that decluttering does take time. There's no getting around this, right? There's you know, you took your time to build the stuff up. It is going to take you time to clear it. But what you don't want, this is what she said, what you don't want is for clearing clutter to take up all your time, or for it to be kind of part of all your time in the sense that you're always worrying about it and beating yourself up for not having done more to clear it. So the way she put it was, you don't want it to be something that you're always telling yourself off for not doing. So that was her first point. Then she noticed how devoting a little bit of time to being organised every day saves time in the long run. Now, the way I put this is that while getting organised takes time, being organised saves time. The way she put it was that devoting a little bit of time to being organised every day keeps the good decluttering work you've done under control so that your time and energy aren't wasted. And then she made this amazing analogy to looking after your teeth. So she said, you brush and floss your teeth twice a day. That's your regular organising. And you go to the dentist regularly to deal with anything you've missed. Now that's your less frequent but also regular decluttering. And your dentist, and I think that's me in this analogy, might advise you to step up your routine, which you do because you know it'll prevent problems in the future. Oh, that's a really great analogy. She's also been thinking about time in terms of how long it takes to develop new habits. It takes time for decluttering and organising to become as natural a part of your life and as part of your routine as brushing your teeth is. Oh, I'm going to take a quick time out to say, if you're finding this video valuable, please do click the thumbs up button and consider sharing it because it helps me to reach more people. So I'm really grateful when you do that. Thank you if you do. So this Declutter Club member, she's developed all these insights while being on my Clutter-Free in 30 Days 30-day challenge. And she's really found being on that program both challenging and helpful in keeping her in action. She's noticed how having the deadline of the challenge has made her do more than she otherwise would have done. And like many people, she underestimated how long it would take her to conquer her clutter. Now, if you're a regular watcher, you'll know that I always advise you to double an estimate for how long it's going to take you to clear clutter, whether you're estimating how long it's going to take you to do a particular drawer or cupboard or surface, or whether you're trying to work out how long it's going to take you to clear the whole house or flat, you know, your complete clutter backlog. The thing about estimating is it's really difficult. People often ask me when I first work with them, they say, how long do you think it's going to take to do this whole house or to do this whole flat? And I can never answer that question because, for a start, obviously I don't know what's in it. In fact, they probably don't know what's in it. You probably don't know, you know, if you haven't been keeping on top of going through all your stuff, I guarantee you've forgotten what's in some of those cupboards and drawers. You've forgotten all the stuff that you've got. So we don't know what we're going to find. And then even if we did know what we were going to find, like wouldn't oh, you hear the ice cream van going by? One, obviously people work at different rates, and that's really distracting. So just excuse me being distracted by the ice cream van. And then also, as I say, we don't know what we're going to find in each drawer or cupboard, so we could open the drawer and find 2 things that you could make a really quick decision about. Or we could open the drawer and find 100 tiny things, each one of which is going to bring up all sorts of difficult feelings and be difficult to make a decision about. So it's really hard to estimate. So what that means is when you are estimating your full, you know, the full task of going through everything, you've got to be prepared to revisit that estimate. So say you think, oh, it's going to take me a couple of months, you know, a week or 2 into that, take a step back and think, okay, am I on schedule to hit that couple of months? And if not, can I, you know, what can I do to adjust that plan so that you don't just get to the end of the 2 months and think, oh, I didn't do it. So yes, that was that point. Right, what was next? Yes, so she's noticed that it's taking her longer than she thought, but she's also noticed that while she's also not, so it might be taking her longer than she thought it was going to take, but not only is she seeing results, she's also developing new habits that are going to stop her building up the clutter again. She's also seeing how important it is to give ourselves permission to take time. If you've built up a clutter backlog over a long period, it's unrealistic to expect to clear it and change your habits overnight. So go easy on yourself. Clearing a clutter backlog is a big change in your life. And external clutter is a manifestation of internal clutter. So as you make decisions about things that you haven't seen in a long time, that you might even have forgotten you've got, and as you change your living environment, all sorts of deep-rooted feelings might come up and need to be processed and worked through, and you need to give yourself time to do that. This is the way she puts it. This decluttering malarkey is more than just decluttering the physical, visual annoyance, but also the clutter in our minds and thoughts. That is absolutely spot on. Another thing she's noticed is that poor time management creates a vicious circle. And again, I'm going to read you what she said. She said, if I'm running late or I'm in a rush, I panic. I run around doing everything that I need to do, and then I don't put my clothes away, I don't put my cosmetics away, I try on one outfit, I throw it on the floor, try on another one, etc. And that makes more of a mess, which then slows her down in the future. Now, the good news is that good time management creates a virtuous circle. When you've got plenty of time to do what you need to do, it comes more naturally to put things away as you go, and then that makes doing things in the future quicker, so you're less likely to be in that panic. The next thing she stressed was the importance of taking time to notice what you've achieved, whether that's a newly tidied cupboard or drawer or car or handbag. And she's been posting in the Declutter Club Facebook group every day with what she's achieved, you know, what she's done that day. And she's found that that really gives her a sense of pride and encourages her to continue, so that rather than feeling overwhelmed and giving up if she finds she can't face a particular job or hasn't got time to do it when she thought she would, she's motivated to do a smaller job instead and still make progress. So she finished by saying this: decluttering, tidying and organising is all based around time. For the rest of my life, I'll always have to find time to tidy up and organise myself to keep on top of all my belongings. But doing that keeps my headspace clear, and I'm much more relaxed and creative and calm. My fiance has benefited from the house being clean and organised. I've been able to find everything I need. I'm really making the most of the opportunity to change my habits during lockdown, so that when I go back to my normal 5 days work, 2 days off week, I'll have incorporated being organised into my lifestyle. Wow, loads in that. So first of all, I'd really like to thank that Declutter Club member, who I'm keeping anonymous, but that's just such an amazing, I made that 10 insights on time, and that are all of which are really, really powerful for helping you to reframe that feeling of, I haven't got enough time to declutter and organise. Now, I'd really like to know what you heard for yourself in that. So, you know, what lessons can you take away from that video? What kind of light bulb moments did that give you that's going to help you to get organised in the future? So if that's the first thing to comment on in the comments below this video. And then secondly, just any other thoughts that you have about time. What are your thoughts about time? So put those in the comments below the video as well. I respond personally to all comments. So chat with me there and I will get straight back to you. And something that's been making me happy this week, because I'm still concentrating, or rather today, I'm always every day thinking about things that make me happy, to keep myself in a positive frame of mind. And I've just eaten a slice of this amazing orange cake that I made this week, so that's made me very, very happy. And I will see you in the next YouTube live. Bye for now.